One thing I did notice a couple of days ago, and I posted pictures of it, was this rust, and I wanted to get my father's permission to peel these. They do make reproduction stickers. He said go ahead and get a reproduction sticker set and peel these skins and look for rust, and I did. And I did find rust, but it's not terrible. It's the beginning signs right along the seam, and it's just starting to scale. It's mostly surface, and there's a little bit of scale here in the joint. Okay, but it looks fairly decent as far as the rust is concerned. So what I'm planning on doing is pulling out all the skins, okay, and getting a wire brush on that and breaking it all up and cleaning it up really well. You can see the factory attempt to seal the joint. Alright, so we got the first signs of scaling here. Our Baco blue. Okay, got some scale stuck to this. So I'm going to work my way around the plate and work it out. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh, great, it's just spinning. That came out way easy. This is the factory plate, so it's going to be stuck on there pretty good. You can see on the corner here where it was taped off, they didn't do a great job taping it when they painted over it. But this is the factory plate, not a reproduction plate. That's looking good there. It's just right here. Let me go get a screwdriver, a big flathead screwdriver. Yeah, this is not bad here. What's happened is the water obviously gravity takes over, and it comes down from the top swoop. I don't know if you can see it. That's just out of frame here. Okay, so it takes over, it comes down here, and then comes across, and it was getting trapped under the skin here because there's very little rust here on this outer edge. Okay, and it would pool up here. So, like I said, very rarely driven in the rain. Only when my father was caught off guard. That's going to be a rust through. Yep. Just a little bit of rust through there. Again, I got to get underneath here and get this coating out. So I'm just going to follow the rust. See? And actually where I scraped it. So it looks like that's the extent of the rust right there. Okay, let's follow it back. Yep, exactly. That's actually, you can see the factory primer under there. So yeah, that's the extent of the rust right there. That patch and this patch here. But I'm going to get all the elephant skins up and run it all the way up to the light front end of the where the air intake is over here on the passenger side. Get this all vacuumed up and cleaned up, and I'll come back. We got rust through at the front, very front. Here we have the the trim piece, okay, for the divider between the front clip and the fenders. Okay, so the very front edge of the front clip is okay, but the rust starts here and we got all the way through here. So we got pass through on the inner fender. So the inner fender is going to need to be remediated. It's just this seam. It's only an inch or two along this seam, and it's, of course, it's right where the inner fender and outer fender overlap. So kind of wish I hadn't started digging into this, because this is not what you want to find. But at least the buyer will know what needs to be fixed in order to make it a perfect car. It has rust where it normally rusts on these cars. So if BMW had just applied the seam filler or the seam sealer appropriately across all these seams, this never would have happened. But the fact that they did that and then came back over and lapped it with something that would actually trap the moisture, just a dumb move on their part. So, but yeah, it's not bad. It's just basically from here to here. It's about a 6-inch slab. This is surface that started to scale, but cleaned up pretty clean. I believe a rust converter could get in there. There's a gap in the seams here, and I've gotten up underneath there and looked. It's not too bad. So again, it's just this section of that fender.